Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about solve word problems involving sine law. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So I will give you 3 examples class for you to really understand this one class. And we'll be answering this one class step by step. Once again class, if this video helps, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. So this will be the question class for number 1. And this will be the question for number 2. And then for number 3 class, this will be quite complicated class because we have given angle of depression. And then we have given 2 opposite sides and then 2 opposite angles. So once again, just do not be worried with number 3 class because we will be explaining this one class step by step. Alright, so let's start with example number 1. Once again class, if you're dealing with problem solving, the first thing that you need to do is you need to understand the problem. Alright, so number 1. A fisherman wants to culture a pond of milkfish for their source of living. The pond is triangular. So we have the word triangular. So the pond is triangular. The longest side is 35 feet. While the measures of the 2 angles are 40 degrees and 55 degrees. Find the lengths of the other remaining side so that he can put the right amount of net fence in his pond. Alright, so once again, you understand the problem and then we can write down the given for us to be guided. Alright, so we have given, once again, triangular pond. And then we have given longest side, that would be 35 feet. Alright, so longest side, that would be 35 feet. Longest side is equal to 35 feet. And then we have given 2 angles, that would be 40 degrees and then 55 degrees. So once again, because we can have this one angle A, 40 degrees. You can have this one angle B, 55 degrees. It doesn't matter, class. Once again, that's for the law of sines and then cosines. It doesn't matter, class. Just remember that one, class. Let me draw this one, class, a triangle. If this is your angle A, opposite of angle A, it's always side A. Opposite of angle B, it's always side B. Opposite of angle C, it's always small c or side C. So for the law of sines, class, for the law of cosine, it doesn't matter, class, if angle A is greater than angle C. That would be really fine, class. As long as you remember this one, that opposite of angle A, it's always side A. Opposite of angle B, it's always side B. Opposite of angle C, it's always side C. It doesn't matter, class, for the value. Just remember that one, class. That's the rule there, class. Alright, so we can have this one. You can have this one, class, if you want to. You can have this one angle C and then angle B, or you can have this one angle A and then angle B. Let's have angle C and then angle B. Let's do that one, class. Angle C is 40 degrees. Once again, you can make this one angle A. It doesn't matter, class. Angle C is 40 degrees and then angle B, 55 degrees. So therefore, we don't have the value of angle A. Angle A, we don't have the value. Now, remember this one, class. If you have a triangle, once again, class, if you have a triangle, just an example, class, this is 40 degrees. Once again, class, just an example, this is 40 degrees. This is 55 degrees. And then you don't have this given angle. Once again, class, we have given triangular pond. And then for triangular pond, of course, class, we know that in a triangle, there are 3 interior angles, right? So we have this angle, first angle, second angle, and then we don't have the third angle. Now, you can find the third angle, class, because you know that the sum of these interior angles is equal to 180 degrees. Once again, class, any kinds of triangle, if it's right triangle, isosceles triangle, 2 sides are equal, obtuse triangle, acute triangle, if you will add the following interior angles, class, this one right here, if you will add the following interior angles, 3 interior angles, the sum, class, it's always 180 degrees. Once again, class, the sum, class, it's always 180 degrees. That's automatic, class. Any kinds of triangle, the sum of these interior angles, it's always 180 degrees. Therefore, class, we can find this angle. Once again, class, we can find this angle right here. By what means, sir? We can just simply add this up and then we subtract it from 180, right? Basic math, class, simply add this up and then subtract it from 180. So therefore, 40 plus 55, 40 plus 55, that would be equal to 95, right? 5 plus 0 is 5, 5 plus 4 is 9, 95. And then we subtract this from 180. So 180 minus 95. So 180 minus 95, or we can have this formula, class. The sum is equal to Let's have this one angle A. This is angle A. We don't have angle A. Let's assume, class, we don't have angle A. Angle A, we don't have the measure because we say that angle C is 40 degrees and then angle B is 55 degrees. We assume, class, that angle C is 40 degrees, angle B is 55 degrees, and we're looking for angle A. We're looking for this angle. So we can say that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180, right? Because the sum, class, is 180. So 180 degrees equals angle A. We don't have angle A. Plus angle B is 55 degrees. Plus angle C is 40 degrees. So 180 degrees, that would be the sum is equal to, simply add this up. So angle A plus 55 plus 40, that would be, we had it a while ago, 95 degrees. And then simply transpose 95 from right to left. So this will be 180 degrees minus 95 degrees is equal to angle A. So 180 minus 95, I think that's 85. 180 minus 95. So 0 minus 5 cannot be. This becomes 7. This becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 17 minus 9, or 7 minus 9, that cannot be. Borrow 1. This becomes 0. This becomes 17. 17 minus 9, that would be 8. So that would be 85. Therefore, class, angle A is 85 degrees. Once again, class, angle A is 85 degrees. Alright, so let's have our illustration because we know that angle A is greater than angle B and angle B is greater than angle C. Alright, let's do that. Once again, class, this is the formula to find angle A if you want the formula. But for me, class, you can just simply do the basic math. Simply add this one and then you subtract it from 180. Alright, so let's have our illustration. Alright, so 40 degrees right here. This will be 55 degrees and this will be 85 degrees. Let me just explain that one, class, with regards to the side and then the angle now. Remember this one, class. If you have greater angle, therefore, class, you have greater side. If you have smaller angle, therefore, class, the opposite side is smaller. Basic example, class. Just an example, class. If this is 30 degrees, this is 30 degrees. Of course, class, we know that 60 degrees will be greater than 30 degrees with regards to the opening of the mouth, right? Example, this is 60 degrees. Of course, class, 60 degrees, the opening of 60 degrees, this one right here, class, the opening of 60 degrees, of course, we know that 60 degrees is greater than 30 degrees. You can never have 60 degrees, class, and then the opening, class, of the angle is like this. Nope. This is not 60 degrees. Even if you use the protractor, class, 60 degrees, the opening, it's like this, greater than 30 degrees. Just an example, class. Of course, we know the 60 degrees, the opening is greater than 30 degrees. Therefore, class, the opposite side of 30 degrees, if you continue this one, class, this is the side, right? If you continue this one, this is the side. Of course, class, we know that the side of 60 degrees, the opposite side of 60 degrees angle, is greater than the opposite side of 30 degrees. That's automatic, class. Basic example, class. Basic example, class, with regards to the illustration. Just another example, class. If this is 20 degrees, of course, class, 70 degrees. You can never have an opening, class, 70 degrees, right, like this. Nope. Nope. Of course, because even if you use your protractor right there, 70 degrees is not like this. Therefore, 70 degrees, the opening, class, it's like this. It's like this, I think, because 90 degrees is here, right? 90 degrees, it forms a box. Therefore, 70 degrees is like this. 70 degrees is like this. Now, of course, if this is your 70 degrees angle, the opposite side is like this. Therefore, class, of course, basic illustration, class, you know that the opposite side of 70 degrees angle is greater than the opposite side of 20 degrees. Just based on the given illustration, class, this side will be greater than this side. Now, question, class, where do we put 85 degrees? Of course, class, we put 85 degrees to the opposite of the largest side, because if this is 85 degrees, this will be the longest side, right? Because 85 is greater than 55, 85 is greater than 40, 85 degrees is the largest angle. Therefore, 85 degrees, based on the illustration, class, 85 degrees, you put it here. Because this is the opposite side. As you can see, class, this is the largest side. If you have larger angle, that would be larger side. That's basic example class with regards to the illustration. Bigger the angle, bigger the opposite side. Smaller the angle, smaller the opposite side. That's basic example class with regards to the illustration. So therefore, 40 degrees, you put it here because this is the smallest side. 40 degrees will be here. If this is 40 degrees, opposite of 40 degrees, this will be the side. Okay, once again, this will be 55 degrees right here. Next to this side, this is the smaller side, smallest side, and then this will be the next, right? And this will be the largest side. I hope class is clear for you with this one class with regards to my illustration. Alright, so therefore, this will be 40 degrees right here. Opposite, this will be the smallest side. This will be 55 degrees, and this will be the opposite. And then the largest side, that would be 85 degrees. And we have given largest side, that would be 35 feet. Because if you will put class 35 feet here, I'm sure class you will commit mistake. Because 35 feet is the largest side, and this is not the largest side. If this is your illustration class and you will put 35 feet here, of course class, I'm sure class 100% you will commit mistake because this is not the largest side. 35 feet class must be opposite to this angle 85 degrees. Remember that one class, 35 feet will be opposite to this angle 85 degrees. The greater the angle, the greater the opposite side. The smaller the angle, the smaller the opposite side. That's basic example class with regards to the illustration, with regards to the opening of the angles. Alright, and then we're looking for this side, and this side right here. And then we assume that 40 degrees is angle C, and this will be angle A. So this is angle A, 85 degrees, and this will be angle B, 55 degrees. Therefore, the opposite of this angle C, that would be side C. So this is small c. Opposite of angle A, that would be small a. This is A, so we have given A. And then opposite of angle B, that would be side B. Opposite of angle B, that would be side B. This is B. Alright, so therefore, we're looking for B and then C. Alright, let's do that. So we can use the sine law. So can we use sine A over A equals sine B over B? Alright, so can we use this one to find the measure of side B? Yep, we can use this one because we have given angle A. Yep. We have given side A. Yep, 35 feet. We have given angle B. Yep, 55 degrees. And then we don't have the measure of side B. We only have one unknown. Therefore, we can use these two ratios. Alright, so simply substitute. So this will be sine angle A is 85 degrees over A. Side A, that would be 35 feet. Ignore first the unit. 35 is equal to sine angle B is 55 degrees over the value of B. Nope, we don't have the value of B. And then simply cross multiply. Alright, so this will be sine 85 degrees times B, copy B, is equal to sine 55 degrees times 35. Alright, and then to get the value of B, simply divide both sides by sine 85 degrees. Divide by sine 85 degrees. Cancel this out. And B is equal to, simply use your calculator class. Sine, be careful class, do it step by step. By the way class, make sure class, your calculator class, the mode is on degree. In my calculator class, the mode is gradient, G-R-A-D. G-R-A-D. This will be gradient class. Of course class, you will commit mistake. If your mode class is degree or radiant, sometimes class, if your mode is gradient or radiant, you will commit mistake class. Make sure class that your mode is degree. So you change this mode class into degree. Make sure that your calculator class, you will see letter D. It means degree. Okay, remember that one class. In your calculator class, make sure you will have degree. The mode class is degree. You will see letter D, capital D class in your calculator. So we change the mode to degree. And then simply use your calculator. Alright, so we will try that later on class. What if the mode is gradient or radiant? I'm sure class, you will commit mistake because the answer class is not the same. Alright, so sine 55 times 35. Alright, is equal to 28.6703. And then divide by sine 85. Alright, so the answer class is we have 28 28.779. Now, since this is our final answer, class, we need to have at least 2 decimals. So the side, there will be 28.779. After 7, there will be 9. This will be 78. 78, and then do not forget the units because we're looking for the sides. 78 feet. So therefore, the measure of side B is equal to 28.78 feet. Alright, so let's try that one, class. What if the mode is gradient? What will happen, class? Let's try that one. Sine 55. I'm sure, class, you will commit mistake because you will not have the same answer. So sine 55 times 35 and then divide sine 85. Check this one out, class. Your answer, class, it's not the same. We have 27.37 and you will commit mistake, class. So remember that one, class, change the mode always in degree. It's letter D, class, in your calculator. Alright, so that will be the value of B, 28.78 feet. Alright, so let's proceed now in finding this one, side C. Alright, let's do that. Side C. Can we use sine A over A and then sine C over C? Can we use this one, sine C over C? Do we have angle C? Yup, we have angle C. Do we have side C? Nope, we don't have side C. Therefore, we can use this one because we only have one unknown. Alright, so this will be sine. Angle A is 85 degrees over side A, 35. Is equal to sine angle C, that will be 40 degrees. Over side C, we're looking for side C. And then simply cross multiply. Alright, so this will be sine 85 degrees times C is equal to sine 40 degrees times 35. Alright, divide both sides by sine 85 degrees. Divide by sine 85 degrees. Cancel this out. So C is equal to... Alright, so once again, make sure your calculator is on degree or letter D on the screen. So sine 40 degrees, this is 40 degrees times 35. Divide sine 85, sine 85. And the answer, class C, is equal to 22.583. 583. The next number of 8, there will be 3. Simply copy 8. Okay, this will be 22.58. Do not forget the units feet. Alright, so C is equal to 22.58 feet. 58 feet. As you can see, class, smaller angle, the side, class, value is smaller. Bigger the angle, the side value, class, is bigger. Basic example, class, with regards to illustration. That's it, class. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 1. Alright, so therefore, the amount or the length, so we have find the length, so therefore the length, there would be 28.78 feet. The other one, there would be 22.58 feet. And then you're all set, class, with regards to example number 1. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Blake measures the angle of elevation of the peak of the tower as 40 degrees. Kelvin, who is 1,200 feet away from Blake on a straight level path on the same side of the tower, measures the angle of elevation as 70 degrees using the clinometer. How high is the tower? Alright, so let me just illustrate this one, class, for you to be guided. If this is the tower, alright, so we have this tower right here. Okay, we assume, class, this is the tower. Alright, and then we have given angle that would be 40 degrees and then 70 degrees, right? And that would be the angle of elevation. Alright, of course, we have two persons, right? On the same side. So this one right here. Alright, so we will be neglecting, class, the height of the person, the height of Blake, and then the height of Kelvin. Now, question, class, where is 40 degrees? Example, class, this is the angle of elevation to the tower. This one right here. Okay, let me just draw the height, class, of the tower. Okay, this is the height of the tower right here. Alright, so this is the height of the tower. So we have the angle of elevation from this observer to the tower, that would be 40 degrees, and the other one, we have 70 degrees. Once again, class, Blake measures the angle of elevation of the peak of the tower as 40 degrees. Now, question, class, just based on this given illustration, class, based on the given angle, class, where do we put 40 degrees? Just based on this given illustration, class. That's correct. We will put 40 degrees here. Okay, we will put 40 degrees here based on the given opening, class, with regards to the angle. Let me just have the protractor, class. Just based on the opening, class. One thing, class, if you have your protractor, class, I'm sure, class, 40 degrees, the opening, class, it's like this. This one right here, this is 40 degrees, right? Of course, this, you can never have 40 degrees and the opening, it's like this. 40 degrees, the opening, it's like this. This one right here. Nope. This one right here, class, 40 degrees. Nope. You can never have 40 degrees and the opening, it's like this. You have bigger opening, class. This is not 40 degrees. So therefore, class, this will be 70 degrees. And this will be 40 degrees. Based on the given opening, class. Based on this opening, class. And then this one. Of course, class, we know this opening, this one right here, class, is bigger than this one. Based on the opening, class, this one right here is bigger than this one. Therefore, class, this will be 70 degrees. This will be 40 degrees. Now, you'll be asking questions, sir. You said it a while ago. The greater the angle, the greater the opposite side. The smaller the angle, the smaller the opposite side. That's correct. I said it a while ago. That's correct, class. The greater the angle, the greater the opposite side. The smaller the angle, the smaller the opposite side. Now, question. We have equal opposite side, right? 40 degrees, the opposite side is this. 70 degrees, the opposite side is this. But, once again, class, we are dealing with two triangles. Once again, class, we are dealing with two triangles. This is different, class. We have this first triangle right here. This one right here, class. First triangle, and then we have another triangle. The big one, class. This one right here. We are dealing, class, with two triangles. This is different, class. A while ago, my example is only one triangle. This one right here, class, we are dealing with two triangles. Be careful with that one, class. We are dealing with two triangles. This one right here, and then the other one. Alright, so therefore, this will be Blake, right? The angle of elevation of the peak of the tower as 40 degrees. So this is Blake. So I will just put B, class. Ignore first the height of Blake. You can ignore the person itself. Okay, just put B. That would be Blake. So this is Blake. This will be Blake, and this will be Kelvin, right? Kelvin, who is 1,200 feet away from Blake. So therefore, the distance, this one right here, that would be 1,200 feet. Once again, class, from Blake to Kelvin or Kelvin to Blake, that would be 1,200 feet away. Alright, and then we have this one Kelvin who is 1,200 feet away from Blake on the straight level path. Same side, so same side of the tower measures the angle of elevation as 70 degrees. So we have 70 degrees. Alright, and then we're looking for the height. This one right here, we're looking for H and the height. Of course, we don't know the value of this one, right? We don't know this one. But we know from Blake to Kelvin, there will be 1,200 feet. Alright, so therefore, we don't have this one. If we're looking for X, class, if we're looking for X, we can find this one using tangent theta, right? We have opposite, okay, 70 degrees opposite. We have H, and then adjacent. Once again, class, opposite H, adjacent is X. Based on this, let me just draw that triangle, class, for you not to be confused. This one right here, class. This is X, this is 70 degrees, this is H, right? We have opposite, this is opposite, this is adjacent. Opposite, adjacent, we can use tangent. Alright, so tangent theta for us to find H. So tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Alright, so tangent theta, so tangent 70 degrees, tangent 70 degrees is equal to opposite is H, adjacent is X. Opposite is H, adjacent is X. So opposite is H, adjacent is X. Alright, and then we can simply cross multiply. Understood that there's 1 here. So H times 1, that would be H, is equal to tangent 70 degrees times X, that would be X, tangent 70 degrees. So x tangent 70 degrees. Alright, so that would be our first equation. So we have h equals x tangent 70 degrees. Now, how about this one, class? If you find this one right here, class, this one right here, class. Once again, let me just draw this one, class. Once again, class, I hope it's clear for you with this one, class. We find h using this one. We have opposite and then adjacent. Said it a while ago. We have opposite. This one right here, h. Adjacent is x. So therefore, we can say h is equal to x tangent 70 degrees. Now, how about this one, class? If you find this value right here, this one right here, class. So therefore, this will be, let me just draw that one, class. This one right here, the big triangle, class. Let me just draw that one. Okay, let's draw the big triangle. Alright, so this is 40 degrees, right? We have 1, 2 here, 1,200. And this will be x right here, right? And this is h, right? Opposite, there will be h. And then adjacent, there will be 1,200 plus x. Because 1,200 plus x, this will be the measure, class. So therefore, this one right here, the adjacent, there will be 1,200 plus x. Alright, so this will be opposite is h. So we have tangent theta. So tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Tangent 40 degrees is equal to opposite is h. H is equal to h over adjacent is 1,200 plus x. Alright, I hope it's clear for you with this one, class. 1,200, that will be the distance from Blake to Kelvin. And then x right here, we don't know the measure from Kelvin to this tower right here. This adjacent side, we don't know the measure, so that's why we put x. So therefore, 1,200 plus x, this will be the measure, the total, class. Alright, and then simply cross multiply. Understood that there's 1 here, so h times 1, that would be h is equal to tangent 40 degrees times this one. So tangent 40 degrees, you put parentheses, class, because this is binomial. We have two terms, 1,200 plus x. Alright, now since we have same h, this one right here, class, we have same h. Therefore, we can equate this one. Once again, class, we have same h. Therefore, we can equate this one. We can say that x tangent 70 degrees, once again, class, we can equate this one. This one will be equal to this one. Why is that, sir? Because they have same h. They have same h, therefore we can say that this one is equal to this one. Tangent 70 degrees is equal to tangent 40 degrees times 1,200 plus x. Alright, and then simplify this one, class, for us to get the value of x, and then later on we find the height. Alright, let's do that. Once again, class, you pause the video. We don't have enough space, class. Alright, so we don't have enough space. Let me just get the value of tangent 70 degrees. So tangent 70 degrees is equal to, simply use your calculator. So tangent 70 degrees, let's do it step by step, class. Tangent 70 degrees, the value, class, is 2. You need to have, class, 4 decimals. 2.74747. Once again, class, if this is not your final answer, class, you need to have at least 4 decimals. So 2.7474. 7 after 4, that would be 7. This will be 75. 75. And then the value of tangent 40 degrees, we need to have this value, class, for us to simplify this one. Tangent 40 degrees is equal to, we don't have enough space, class, I do apologize. Tangent 40 degrees is equal to 0.83909. So after 0, there would be 9. So this will be 1. 91. Alright, and then simply simplify this one. So this will be x multiplied by the value of tangent 70 degrees. That would be 2.7475 is equal to tangent 40, the value, that would be 0.8391. And then multiplied by this one right here, 1,200 plus x. Alright, once again, class, the value of tangent 70 degrees, that would be this one. The value of tangent 40 degrees, that would be this one. And then simplify this one, x times this decimal, simply copy this one. So 2.7475x is equal to, simply apply the derivative property because we have binomial. So 0.8391 times 200. Let's do that. So 0.8391 times 1,200 times 1,200. That would be 1,006.92 plus, simply multiply this one. 0.8391 times x, that would be 0.8391x. And then simply transpose this one so that we can combine all x. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign. So this will be 2.7475x. This is positive, it will become negative. 0.8391x is equal to 1006.92. Simply subtract 2.7475 minus 0.8391 is equal to 1.9084. X is equal to, once again, this one speed subtract this one, the answer is 1.9084x is equal to 1006.92. And then to get the value of x, simply divide both sides by 1.9084. Divide by 1.9084. Cancel this out, and the value of x is equal to, almost done class. So this will be 1006.92. 1006.92 divide, do it step by step, plus 1.9084. The answer is 527.6252. Once again, class, if this is not yet our final answer, class, we need to have at least 4 decimals. Once again, class, x is not the final answer. We're looking for the height. We're looking for h. So therefore, x is equal to, we don't have enough space, class. Let me just write it here. Once again, x is equal to, once we divide this one, the answer, class, is 527 point, let's have 4 decimal, 62523. After 2, there would be 3, there would be 52. 527.6252. Alright, so last step, class, we find the value of h by simply substituting x from this given equation. Okay, once again, simply substitute the value of x. You can substitute the value of x here, or here, you will have the same answer, class. Anyways, you will have the same answer, class. Once again, class, to find the value of h, simply substitute the value of x in this given equation. Okay, you pause the video, class. I'll be erasing this part. Alright, so simply substitute the value of x. So this will be h, height is equal to the value of x. Once again, is the value of x, that would be 527.6252. Once again, if you have x, tangent 70 degrees, it means multiplication, class. The variables are close to each other, it means multiplication. So 527.6252 times the value of tangent 70 degrees. The value of tangent 70 degrees, that would be 2.7475. Once again, there's the value of tangent 70 degrees, that would be 2.7475. Alright, and then simply simplify this one. Once again, h is equal to x times tangent 70 degrees. Simply multiply this one. So 527.6252 times 2.7475, and the answer, class, is h is equal to 14. So we have 1449.65. 1449.65. And then that's it, class. You're all set. So this will be approximately, h is equal to 1,450. And do not forget the units. That would be feet. Do not forget the units, class. We have feet. Feet. Approximately, class, 1,450 feet. That's it, class. You're all set. All set, class. All set. All set, class, with regards to example number 2. Quite complicated, right? But we need to explain that one, class, is step by step. Once again, class, for number 3, class, I will just make another video for that one, class, because our time, class, is quite long. We need to explain, class, number 3 step by step. And I'm sure, class, it will really take time. So for number 3, class, I will just make another video for that one, class. I will just put the link on the description down below. Feel free to see the video class. Once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.